Hey y'all, welcome to this week's episode of the Throttle podcast. I'm your host, Will Earnest, here today with my co-host, Evan Sager.
Hello, y'all.
So let's get right into it. It's nice that the off-season is practically over, but first, let's talk about some late-breaking details coming out today. NASCAR is expected to return to the oval layout for the fall Charlotte race after running the ROVAL layout since 2018.
We get a round of applause. Finally, we're done with that ROVAL bullshit. That was the pain in the ass to watch.
Yeah.
Because Charlotte puts on great racing, so I mean, I'm happy that the ROVAL's gone.
It was great racing when it was like the 750 and the 550 horsepower package, just like Chicagoland, which is why I'm so excited for Chicagoland to come back to.
Yeah, so I think it'll be a great race to come back to in October.
Yeah.
Because ROVAL, I mean, it was fun for the first couple years, especially the 2018 with that big race.
All right, thanks. Thank you for reminding me of trauma. Thank you very much.
It's okay. Him got wrecked.
Muchas gracias, senor. Ice, please don't come after me.
Yeah,
we are U.S. citizens.
Yeah, he's had some very memorable moments from that race.
Yep.
We won't get into it because I know it'll make him very mad.
Thanks.
But yeah, I'm just happy that the Oval's back because it puts on great racing for the Coke 600. So.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So I'm excited for the Bank of America 400 to come back this year.
Yeah, that's true because they are going to put it at 400 miles because back when it used to be on the oval, the last time it was ran in 2017, that's when 500-mile oval races still existed.
Yes. When peak 4-hour, 5-hour races.
Oh yeah, that was great. Hey, you remember who won that last oval race? Truex. In overtime too. What's crazy is the last time they ran an oval race, Charlotte Oval fall race, there was this thing in overtime called the overtime line. Let me jog your memory there.
That was the stupidest shit ever. I hated that.
I'm gonna be honest, I never had much, I never really took that much offense to the overtime line.
There's a race I really take offense to, the 2017 Indy 500, or not the Indy 500.
Good job.
The Brickyard 400, sorry y'all, sorry for the name.
Oh yeah, I do remember that.
Sorry for my IndyCar fans. Yeah, that was a painful overtime race right there.
That was just a painful race for me.
Yeah, I bet it was.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Truex clipping on the inside trying to pass Kyle Busch.
I remember the radioactive. I remember the music they used. They're like,
oh, yeah.
Oh, no. Truex is taking out him and Kyle Busch.
Yep. Okay, enough of that.
Yeah, sorry for reminiscing about the good times.
The good times. Hey, maybe NASCAR can get back to that.
I know. With this new...
Another banger for this. Hopefully this season is as banger as it's even like it's going to be. We get the chase back. But yeah, and we will talk more about that later. But first, to kind of conclude here with the Rolex 24, Porsche Penske Motorsport. I don't know what it is. It's their third overall win in a row, as they're led by Felipe Nasser in a race plagued by chaos. There was plenty of wrecks throughout, including there was one within the first 15 seconds of the first corner of the first lap of the race. And then also there was tons of fog overnight, and I mean, you can't make this up. There was a caution, and it was for 6.5 hours.
Yes.
Because of all the fog.
I think it was I can't remember. I think 124 laps, 130.
Yeah, something like that. But yeah. But the cars paraded around. But you know what? When the sun came up and then we were in the last few hours of the race, it was all worth it. The 31 Whelen Cadillac, primarily piloted by Jack Aiken, he put pressure on Felipe Nasser in the closing hours, but it wasn't enough, as they had to settle for second. And that car was, in addition to Jack Aiken, was also piloted by, of course, NASCAR star Connor Zilisch, who now turns to his rookie season in the Cup Series and will turn his first laps in the 88 at this weekend's Cookout Clash. And, well, let's talk about the Clash.
Yeah.
We're glad it's back, but
it's not looking great.
Yeah. There's possible snow forecasted at the Clash this weekend, and although the track was treated with brine, yeah, I don't know what that is. I'm gonna be completely honest.
It's like
we'll get the resident weatherman in here.
It's like 30% water, 70% or 60% sand, 30% water, and I forget the other 10%. I think some kind of chemical treatment. But that's what they use instead of salt down there, because they have a lot more sand, obviously, on the coast of the Carolinas. So they use mostly sand in their mixture of chemicals. But it's not. Brian does okay. It's not as good as Salt, obviously. And obviously they don't have a stockpile like we do up in the north. So it just, I don't know. Imagine NASCAR racing in the snow. That'd be pretty cinematic.
Thank you, Evan, resident weatherman.
Yeah, I think you're welcome. And there's like 30 to 40% chance it snows during the race.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, the only other snow race that was legitimately impacted that I can think of was Martinsville Spring 2018, and that just got pushed to Monday.
Yeah, I remember that.
Boyer ran, but again, that was before rain tires existed. But like, do rain tires really help? I don't think it'll really work.
I think it'll,
unless you put chains on it. But
I think if it's like a flurry, I think they'll be okay. I think if it's like a full-blown blizzard...
Yeah, but the track is hot, so it's going to make the track slick, and at what point do you determine it, whereas slick versus wet, but then again, wet, you have rain tires. But yeah. I don't know.
I mean, I say we just move it to Homestead, Miami, and call it a day.
Move the Clash to Homestead, Miami. Are you smoking?
I'm just saying. Hear me out.
Can we put the Clash back at Daytona, where it belongs, and bring back speed weeks, and bring back practice sessions, and bring back preseason Daytona Thunder, please?
Yes. But I'm saying with Homestead, they put on really good racing, and there's a lot of fans in Miami.
Yeah, sure. Let's go all the way down to Homestead for the Clash, and then go all the way back up to Daytona. Actually, no, go all the way back to the shop, get the Daytona cars, then go all the way back to Daytona. It almost is as crazy as when they ran the Clash at LA at the Coliseum.
Yeah, that was a train wreck.
And what was funny was, the last year they ran at 24 with that whole monsoon weather event. I was just thinking, okay, if they're not going to run the Clash at the Coliseum anymore, what could they run it? And I literally thought about Bowman Gray, but I'm just like, maybe, but it's a little small, but they might still run it, and here we are.
Yeah, here we are, 2026.
Here we are, almost a year later since I started this podcast.
I know, it's crazy to think about.
Yep.
It's almost been our year anniversary. Well, not my year anniversary. I didn't start until March.
Yeah, well, besides the point. But I don't really know what's going to happen if the race gets affected. I mean, obviously they can push it back a day or two, but how many days can you really push it back? Because, the Super Bowl is the following week, and you definitely can't interfere with that. I mean, Roger Goodell is going to get mad, and then he's going to push the season like a whole week later. So
yeah, well, I mean, what they could do is run on FS1.
They could
instead of Fox if they really needed to.
I don't know.
I mean, I know they wouldn't prefer that, but if it has to happen like that, it has to happen like that. I mean, weather's gonna weather.
Yeah, but yeah, it's the second year of the Clash held at Bowman Gray Stadium after 3 years inside of the LA Memorial Coliseum. In terms of racing product, I feel like if we had to look at it head to head versus racing product, it's a quarter-mile flat bull ring, so it's like, okay, it's similar, but I feel like Bowman Gray has a better aesthetic. One, because it's more tightly packed, it's the madhouse. For two, I mean, it feels right being in the Carolinas, near NASCAR's home. It has that feel to it, that grassroots feel to it, kind of like how bringing Wilkesboro back. Sure, there's the whole reason why they left Wilkesboro, even though it was so successful, was there was larger racetracks and larger racetracks being built. And, well, here we are where, 30, 40, 50,000 is good for a NASCAR race in today's standards. So, but I'm just glad that Wilkesboro's back and as a point state, and before that it was the All-Star race, and Bowman Gray's as the Clash, and it's expected to be back in 2027. So
I don't expect that to be a points paving race ever. It's too small for 40 cars.
I meant 2027 as in it'll be back as the Clash.
Yeah, so, I don't think it'll ever be a points paving race.
It won't be a points race ever again.
It's too small for 40 cars.
Yeah. If anything, they're gonna give Rockingham a point state. If anything.
Yeah.
So, but last year, of course, Chase Elliott dominated this race. He won his heat race. He won the pole, and it kick-started his season last year, where it was the first time since 2022 that he won multiple races in a season. Of course, I watched him win in Atlanta, and I almost watched him win at Kansas because I was almost at that race, but besides the point. In terms of the last short track race, William Byron dominated last fall at Martinsville, leading 304 of the 500 laps from the pole. And, I mean, Hendrick won the Clash last year. Hendrick's won the last short track race. And Hendrick's the defending champs with, Larson. So, I feel like Hendrick definitely has at least the slight edge as of right now. But,
Yeah.
I mean,
Chevy
isn't even running the Camaro. Chevy's just running a Chevrolet that's disguised as a Camaro. So
yeah, it's definitely not a Camaro.
I mean,
we promise.
And Toyota's had their new body style for a couple of years now, and Ford is about to debut the slight alteration, the Mustang Dark Horse SC next year. So, I don't know, but I still think Hendrick has that slight edge, at least as of right now. But, the entry list for the Clash is expected to be released any day now, but let's expand and talk about the whole season, which is definitely even more important now since NASCAR has decided, let's bring back the chase, which was a great move on their part. Please no Spingate, even though Spingate kickstarted Truex's career and Chase Elliott's career. But
I was about to say that earlier, but I held my...
We are not going to get into that butterfly effect right now.
Yeah, that will lead us down the rabbit hole.
Off camera. But, yeah. In Cup, can Larson go back-to-back? And,
no.
I mean, but more importantly, can he get back to winning on a regular basis? He hasn't won since Kansas last May. I mean, I think that's the largest priority for him, especially now that you have the chase. You can't just win a couple races or a few races early in the season and then just not show up for the whole middle portion of the schedule and then be just good enough to win a championship.
Yeah.
You have the chase. You have to be good every single week. So I don't know. That honestly, that kind of just puts pressure on all of Hendrick because, Larson last year, he won 3 races, and that was all before the month of June. Elliott's been inconsistent lately, but last year was a more normal year from what we've been used to with a couple wins plus the Clash. But Byron's also been kind of known as a guy who's won early in the year and then kind of fizzled out and, came back for the playoffs. But, of course, the playoffs are gone. And then, of course, Alex Bowman, who might just be on the hottest seat in all of NASCAR this year. And they made a bunch of changes personnel-wise, but I don't know. I feel like if I was Bowman, I would definitely be looking at Chicagoland in July. The last time they ran Chicagoland, way back when, in 2019, and ironically, I was there, but nobody cares about me. It was the 550 horsepower package. Bowman was back in the 88 car at Hendrick, and he straight up beat Larson, who, of course, was at Ganassi at that time, and that was Bowman's first career win. So, I don't know. Maybe Bowman could end up winning there again, or
I don't think he will. Honestly, I think
there's a better chance he's gonna get ousted at Hendrick than he is gonna win a race.
I think he gets demoted back down to Xfinity Series next year. If he doesn't have 1 to 2 wins this season, I think he gets demoted back down or goes to a lesser team. Now, who replaces him in that spot, I don't know. But for me personally, I haven't seen much of Alex Bowman in the last 3 years.
True. Can Penske, can they get back to the mountaintop themselves? Of course, before Larson won his second championship last year, they won 3 straight championships, 2 with Logano and 1 with Blaney, and specifically talking about Logano. Will the new bald look Joey Logano, will he make another run in, an even year? Is he going to make another crazy run? I mean, we all say, oh, he's not going to do it, and it just seems to get even crazier every year. Sure, the playoffs are gone, but I don't know.
I don't see it happening.
I don't see it, but we'll check back. We're definitely going to check back and keep tabs on this.
Also, side note, Chase Briscoe, I hate you.
Okay.
Bald.
I don't get what's your beef. Like, I don't know why you wanted him bald.
Because it would be funny.
Yeah, whatever. Besides Evan going on a tangent there, how much time does Hamlin really have left to win a championship? And how does he, for lack of a better term, how does he use the absolute hell of an offseason that he had as any kind of motivation to try and make another run?
I'll take this one. So, as a Hamlin fan, there's a lot to think about. I mean, with his passing of his dad and his mom, and I don't know if she's still in the hospital or not, but
no, she's doing much better.
But with all the lawsuit stuff like that, I think it'll honestly motivate him more. I think once he gets back in the race car at Bowman Gray, I think once he get into the on-track mode, he'll turn completely different to what he is right now. When we saw that interview with Bob Parkhurst, I think once he gets in Daytona, I think it'll be a lot different. And if he wins that race, oh my God, because that'll be almost, I shouldn't say this, but almost like when Earnhardt Jr. won after his dad's passing. I know it's a hot take, but
yeah. I think it closely reminds me more to Hamlin winning the 500 in 2019 after J.D. Gibbs passed, and JGR finished 1, 2, 3. But
yeah, but I mean, I know his dad wasn't into racing. I mean, I shouldn't say that. Excuse me. I know he was into racing, but like never actually race. But so it's not similar. It's very minute similarity to the Dale Earnhardt Jr. win after his dad's passing.
Sure. I mean, it's similar, yeah. Getting into the O'Reilly series now. What does O'Reilly's do as the new title sponsor, especially with more eyes on the series, with the numbers that CW is putting up broadcast-wise, putting up, over 1 million viewers for a great portion of the, at the time Xfinity races, now O'Reilly's races, up until, of course, football season, but, that's definitely where NASCAR as a whole takes a hit.
Yeah.
But, I mean, I'm just curious what O'Reilly's comes up with their new jingle. I mean, Xfinity had as fast as Xfinity Mobile. What's O'Reilly's going to do?
As fast as our brake parts go. I don't know, honestly. I mean, I'm sure they'll think of something.
They'll think of something.
I mean, they could be, O'Reilly's Auto Parts. No. That's all I can hear.
Well, we crashed so hard in the wall. I'm going to need some new O'Reilly's parts after that.
I need some new O'Reilly's brake clean to clean off these very on fire brakes.
I don't know. But who really is going to take control of this championship? Because even though Zilich, he didn't win the championship, he won 10 races last year, and Junior Motorsports as a team combined to win 14 of the 33 races last season. But, Zilich is now in Cup. So, is Allgaier going to make another run for his second Xfinity title in 3 years, or is there going to be somebody else that tries to make a run? I mean, I don't know. And to kind of double up on that, Ford is struggling for sure across all levels of the board, but especially in the O'Reilly series. I think they only have like a couple teams in the O'Reilly series, and I mean, how do you even regroup, being that you've lost almost all involvement in the O'Reilly series? And the problems could definitely get much worse, being that, Rams and trucks right now, and, Dodge is going to eventually return to the top two series, either
right
next year or the following year. We'll see. I don't know. I mean, yeah, that's right. Yeah, I thought about Haas factory team for a second, but no, they switched to Chevy too. Yeah. So I don't really know. I mean, it's probably just going to be more Junior Motorsports again until the foreseeable future. But yeah, good for Dale Jr. But I'm really interested in the truck series. I mean, how does Kaulig do as the factory team for Ram? I mean, it will race for the seat, and the free agent truck, is that going to be a distraction to their 3 or I guess 4 full-time trucks?
I mean, yes and no. I mean, it depends on who gets into the truck, I feel like. It all depends on who the driver is, so I think it'll all depend on whose personality is going to be in that truck.
And of course, we still have the fourth full-time truck still to be determined in the race for the seat show.
Yeah.
So, we'll see how that ends up. We know that Tony Stewart's going to run in the free agent truck at Daytona, at least. So, I definitely think he could give some advice.
There's going to be a very good truck race this year in Daytona.
That is true.
Let's see, LaJoy, Stenhouse, it's Tony. I mean, just
Travis Pastrana.
Like, there's a lot of good, well-known drivers going down a truck this year, which I'm excited for. Unless, Ricky Stenhouse decides, just, oh, look, it's Corey LaJoy. Let's do this Daytona 500 all over again.
Okay.
You can't do that. They're 3 wide.
And to kind of, I guess, again, double up on the O'Reilly series, who wants the truck championship? Because Heim isn't in trucks anymore. Or, any full-time ride this season. But, that's a different problem.
Heim is just going to be a floater. I mean, I don't know. Heim is an interesting case because, I feel like he got promoted too fast to the Cup Series.
Heim is just trying to put the pressure on Riley Herbst.
Yeah.
Herbst
is ass. I'm sorry, any Riley Herbst fans that are listening, which I doubt, but you never know.
Right. That's a little far.
You never know. I never liked Herbst. I was kind of thought he was always brought into NASCAR because of the sponsor, Monster Energy. That's the main reason why most of the rides he has because of Monster.
Sure. It's not like I never really liked Hamlin or Ty Gibbs or Kyle Busch or Logano, but I still respect them.
Herbst? Hell no.
All right.
Herbst,
again, that's a little far.
Herbst hasn't proved anything to me that he deserves a NASCAR Cup Series.
True, but Ty Gibbs hasn't proved anything. But
his
name's on the building. So.
Ty Gibbs is another problem. Ty Gibbs is Nepo baby.
All right.
Sorry, I'm not trying to go on a rant on Ty Gibbs. I'm sorry.
Okay. Yeah, but I don't really know who's going to take control of this truck championship. Heim won 12 of the 25 races last year, so this championship is definitely wide open. And honestly, can Ford make a run in the truck series? Because, you got, they're basically the only 3 even challengers that are in the same zip code as Corey Heim. You got Lane Riggs, which, by the way, shout out and congratulations. Lane Riggs just got engaged. So
yes.
Shout out to him. And then Ty Majeski, who's going to try and get another truck championship. And then, I don't know, Haley will love this. Jasper George's own Chandler Smith. They were really only the 3 true challengers in the same zip code as Heim last season. Yeah. So, I don't know. Ford just really needs, a shot in the arm. Sure, they won those 3 straight Cup championships with Penske. And they just won their 3rd straight Rolex 24 with Porsche, but their lower series development is almost non-existent.
Yeah, I agree.
Logano's still got a while, and Blaney's still got a while, but they're not young either.
Yeah, let's see. Logano's what?
I think they're both. I want to say they're both in their mid-30s. I think because remember Logano started when he was 18.
Yeah, he started fresh.
Yeah,
I think he's 38 or 39. I can't remember exactly, but he's somewhere around the age. Blaney, I think, is 36.
They both got a decade left.
Yeah,
it's not. They still got a while, but
And then Cindric, I don't know Cindric.
Cindric is kind of just a question mark. He won at Talladega in the spring.
But that's kind of all he did.
That's kind of all he did. But, I don't know.
Cindric is one of those things. Same with Ty Gibbs. And Ty Gibbs is different because,
It's tricky with, it's Bowman, Herbst, Ty Gibbs, and Cindric. And it's Bowman definitely has the most pressure out of all of them. Herbst is also up there for sure.
I would say Cindric.
Especially with Heim. Cindric, I don't know. Wasn't his dad, didn't he used to be the president of Penske, but then he got fired or something?
Yeah.
So I don't know. And then, Ty Gibbs' name's on the building. So
Ty Gibbs is just Ty Gibbs.
I don't know. But,
sorry, sorry, Ty Gibbs fans.
All right.
I am a D1 hater of Ty Gibbs.
Hey, let's give Ty Gibbs credit for winning the in-season challenge.
Okay.
He did something. Hey, remember, Truex, he won the All-Star Open, and then the following week he won at Dover, and then he didn't win another race for 6 years except another All-Star Open in 2010.
Hey, remember...
and then Spingate happened. His career was supposed to die right there, and, look where he ended up. He won his championship at 37. So, sometimes you just have to give people some hope.
I'm not giving Ty Gibbs, so I don't care.
Yeah, whatever. I'm not saying I'm a full believer in Ty Gibbs, but I'm not
I was a believer for the first couple seasons, but no.
Ty Gibbs is better than J.J. Yaley.
Oh, well, no, really?
So
he almost got beat by Ty Dillon.
All right, just zip it.
But then Ty Dillon almost, decides to kill William Byron in Las Vegas.
That was a pit miscommunication.
Yeah, he almost murdered William Byron.
It was a pit miscommunication. It was not nearly as bad as Quinn Houff at Texas.
Oh my God, that was bad.
So, yeah. Anyways,
misinput.
Anyways, regardless of what happens at the Clash and throughout this whole season, and regardless of what Evan over here is saying, it's going to be a great season of NASCAR, and in our case here on the podcast, a great season of motorsports, and we'll be here to bring it to you. But that's all we got for this week's episode of the Throttle podcast. Make sure you tune in and listen and download on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, YouTube, wherever you get your podcasts. Check out the Chill Photography and Throttle podcast Instagrams and TikToks. Well, the TikToks, as soon as TikTok gets back working.
Yeah, TikTok's been tweaking.
Broken, but that's a whole separate problem that our legislators and government need to fix. But that is all the politics we are leaving out of this
Oracle.
But yeah, that's all we got for this week's episode of the Throttle podcast, and we will see you all next week, Friday, ? I don't know. When are we going to do it?
Maybe next Monday. Who knows? Well, we'll catch y'all next time.
Sometime
in the future.
next time.